Test.
Right now?
Yeah, I'm doing a test right now.
What's going on, guys? Make sure you go follow me on twitch.tv/Jurassic.
Shut up.
I tried getting my name changed and it didn't work.
These are all your fucking problems, okay?
I want to put it in one ear.
Damn, that looks damn good. Hold on, let me mute my mic.
I can't even watch the stream. What the fuck?
Alright, it's working.
Am I going through?
Yeah, we're both going through. I was worried we weren't gonna go through. Yeah, we're both going through. We're ready to go. I don't think anybody's gonna come, but
I might.
what?
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 Nothing.
Hold up.
Are you restarting it or are you just gonna use this one?
No, I think I'm just gonna use this one. It's working. I'm just moving some stuff around.
So since you usually do the intro, when I do it, I should do the intro since you're doing it.
Yeah, bitch.
Does it at least say we're talking Jurassic World?
Yeah. Well, the title?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's there. I could change it.
Isn't that what we're doing?
What?
Talking Jurassic World? What the fuck?
Yeah, that's all we're doing.
And why would you change it?
Because it's a long title. Man, my shit's all fucked up. Oh no. HQ's got words for me. Let's see what she's saying.
Get better, kid. Like, I'm better than you. It's a duck right here.
All right.
What? I was behind the wall like 3 feet and he still killed me.
Everybody, Nexus is playing Fortnite on PS4.
No, that literally made no sense. I probably wasn't behind the wall on his screen. Bullshit.
We are probably going to be playing Fortnite in a little while. I don't know if I'm going to stream it because I'm terrible. But it's possible. If you are just now joining us and you don't see that delicious, juicy ass picture right there, you should know that we're going to be talking about Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. If you have not seen the movie, you better leave now because
I don't know why it's called Fallen Kingdom.
the title's very misleading if you haven't seen the movie. It has nothing to do with the movie.
Something to do with the island, but we'll get into that.
We are going to talk spoilers, so if you haven't not seen the movie yet, as much as I would like you to stay, you gotta leave.
How about this?
You gotta get out.
Since this is probably going to YouTube, we'll just do the first like 15 minutes will be non-spoiler, and then after that, the rest are spoilers.
All right. You can do that without spoiling much.
Which is going to be pretty hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Never mind. Forget that idea.
Yeah.
This is a spoiler podcast. If you don't want to hear
I mean
spoilers,
the thumbnail is basically spoiler talk, so it's there.
you're warned.
You were warned, everybody. If anybody does show up. So pretty much the premise of the movie, as you've seen from the trailers, is going back, takes place 3 years later, after Jurassic World has fallen.
It's been 3
And
years since the last movie, so
yes, which is pretty crazy. And the premise of the story is the island that Jurassic World was made was on Isla Nublar is going to explode because of a volcano that's active all of a sudden. And Claire asks Owen to help her retrieve the dinosaurs, especially Blue. And that's pretty much half of the movie right there. Is them going back to the island to save the remaining dinosaurs. The only thing is they get there as the island's getting ready to fucking explode. Which doesn't make any sense.
okay. I hate this game.
Next it says Fortnite. And then the second half of the movie takes place in a mansion estate.
When you say second half, it means most of the movie.
Yes, most of the movie.
The thing is, most of the not even half the movies on the island. More like about 10% of the movie, because they're just literally they go to the island, leave the island.
it's about well, they start on the island in the movie, technically, with retrieving they retrieve the Indominus Rex's bone for whatever reason. So pretty much, except for them talking at her office and at the bar, pretty much half the movie takes not half the movie, but like it's at least 30 minutes of the movie.
At least.
It is because I just watched a file and like 30 minutes of the movie. There's already a file online, but fucking these motherfuckers are doing work. Everyone's gonna be banging around. Anyway, the at least 30 minutes takes place on the island, and then the rest takes place at the Lockwood estate, which is supposedly a character that was John Hammond's business partner all of a sudden, and they expect you to know him. Him and Hammond parted ways, supposedly due to an issue Hammond had with Lockwood. So they parted ways as business partners. But I want to say I really enjoyed the movie. I have some ideas for a third one. Nexus thinks it should be the last one in the series. I think it should be the last one in general. But we'll get into that. I'm saving some ideas for. I'm writing a rough draft script.
I feel like they probably already have a script for the third one.
I know they do. That's why it's coming out so fucking fast. Plus, the dude from the first one is directing the third one again, so I think it makes sense that they had a script already in mind.
Spielberg?
No, Trevorrow. From the first. I mean, Jurassic World. Yeah, my bad. First Jurassic World, the director's coming back because he got fired from Star Wars. That's the only reason. But let's talk about the main. I think I just want to talk. Well, next is playing. I'm just gonna ramble on and talk about. I think I want to talk about some of the stuff that I liked and some of the stuff I didn't like. I really liked that. I really liked that they used more animatronics this time. They use a lot of practical effects this time around. It was hard for me to tell because I watched it in 3D, but I noticed that they used a lot of up close shots this time, aside from Jurassic World, which is the big reason I didn't I love Jurassic World, but it's the main reason I didn't like it was because they didn't use a lot of animatronics. This one they use a lot of puppeteer and animatronics for the dinosaurs in this one, like a lot. It's hard for you to notice because the way they paint the dinosaurs now, and it just looks like it still looks like CGI, but they used a lot of practical effects in this one. The Indoraptor was in some scenes was robotic. The T Rex was definitely robotic, and Blue was definitely robotic in some scenes.
I can
So
tell that one.
yeah, especially when it's laying down, I'm pretty sure it's robotic,
It looked like it.
and you could tell in the eyes too when it's they don't look as glossy. They look kind of fake. So in Jurassic World, it's harder to tell what was animatronic and what wasn't. Everything looks so fake. Apparently there's like three scenes of these robotics in Jurassic World. The only one I know is the Brontosaurus that's dying, and it looked like crap. But apparently they used Blue as an animatronic for that scene where the dude is rubbing the neck, and Hoskins comes over and says, "Can I pet it?" Apparently that's an animatronic scene. It doesn't look like it, but
Animatronic, that was damn good.
yeah. And I think the other one was in the little girl, and they're doing the petting one where the little kids are riding the baby dinosaurs. The girl's holding or petting one of the baby brontosauruses or whatever. Apparently that was animatronic. I don't know, but yeah, G Zone. There's going to be spoilers, so I apologize. I appreciate you for coming though. Tyreek has followed. I don't have no. Oh, I don't have no alerts. Appreciate the follow. Anyway, back to the.
Before we actually talk about the movie, I wanted to say my motherboard got approved by Newegg. It's on the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back in like 3 days, 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
Just want to say that.
Expect a return. Expect a return,
If
people.
anyone didn't know, my fucking computer is not working.
Nobody knows. Because you didn't say anything.
I tweeted it out.
You gotta stream. You should stream from your phone. Hey guys, I'm fucked for right now. Anyway, that was like the big thing I really liked was the animatronics that were used more in this movie was really great. Aside from that, the story was, I think half the story was good, and then once it reached the mansion or whatever, I just thought it was, to me, it just felt like a bunch of filler writing. I feel like we could have written it better. Like the whole scene where the dude's letting out the Indoraptor was fucking retarded.
That was
Like it was so scripted. It was so fucking scripted. It didn't need to happen. Like you're gonna tell me the smartest dinosaur, supposedly the smartest dinosaur, needs to be let out of the cage. I'm pretty sure it could have got out the cage somehow. Anyway, that was the stupidest fucking scene in that movie. Was him opening the cage.
Guy goes into the cage. Like I would have rather have killed him than the fucking raptor. That would have been a lot better.
Yeah.
I would have felt more. Would have felt better with that. But no.
It was the stupidest scene.
Especially when they made Owen say, "I still have the general" or whatever he said in the cage before they left.
Yeah.
Like it was pointless. Why'd you even make him say that shit?
Not only that, the other stupidest scene was how they, like, when they eventually leave the island, they get left. Spoilers, you know, we're talking spoilers. Owen and all of them get left on the island because they tricked them. It's the plot of the story is tricking them into getting the dinosaurs back so they could sell the dinosaurs for money.
Like
and yeah, and the main characters get left on the island, so they have to find a way to escape. Once they get on the boat, nobody recognizes them. for like the whole movie, which is another stupid ass scene. Nobody recognizes him at all until they actually reach the state. And then some ding dong's like, hey, that looks like the guys from the island. You know, so it's kind of like, it's kind of stupid because they're roaming around the fucking boat and nobody notices them. So that was another thing that I didn't like. Aside from that, oh, maybe another thing, but the other thing I have a problem with in Jurassic World and this one is that I know the T-Rex is old, and I don't know, they didn't clock it. I don't know if they clocked the speed on the T-Rex recently, but according to Hammond in the first movie, the T-Rex clocks out at 40 miles per hour. Claire's running away from the T-Rex in high heels in the first Jurassic World, and then in the beginning, they're trying to retrieve the Indominus Rex's bone sample for a different species. This dude is literally running away from the T-Rex as slow as possible, and the T-Rex still cannot catch him. And I don't think you should be able to run away from a fucking T-Rex. That's just me. That's just me. Eventually, catches up to. Well, he doesn't eat them. It's the mosasaurs that eats them.
Yeah.
And
and they show him getting out, but it was irrelevant.
It was a really the whole beginning of that scene was irrelevant.
It was useless other than the bone. That's the only reason they did all that.
It just felt like that's another scene that felt really filler. The mosasaur was only there to move the plot, show it escape, and then you don't see it again until the end of the movie for a split second. And then which is, it's just kind of dumb. But
also for the fucking big water fish, in the trailer they showed him putting his eye up to the submarine, and that never happened in the movie.
Yeah, I think, you know what, I don't think I watched all the trailers, but I think I watched the first two.
It was in the final trailer, I think, where he put
I never watched the final trailer because I thought they were already showing too much. That's just another thing. I think they shouldn't have showed so many trailers leading up to the movie. They showed a lot of stuff.
They showed the entire movie.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much did. And they showed the money shot. I mean, they showed some big shots in the trailer. The money shot with the T-Rex saving Owen from the Carnotaur, whatever the hell it's called. The red looking T-Rex.
Yeah.
And that was a big money shot. It was a big shot, and they showed it in the trailer. And I don't think they should have. But fuck, I was gonna say something else. I want to say a couple of other things I didn't like, and some things I'm undecided, or I'm kind of just bouncing all over the place. But been talking to my buddy about Henry Wu and how his character was really stupid this time around. It was just see, that's the thing. I think he's dead too. He's saying that he's alive. I'm like, dude, I think he's dead. The dude, all right, he went to go watch it again. I've only seen it once. I was like, I'm pretty sure dude was dragging him out, and then Blue started attacking both of them, and he dropped him to try and electrocute Blue, and then the lab explodes all the way up to the catwalk. Where's the hell is Wu? So I'm thinking he's dead.
And also, that was the same Blue, the same thing that the general dude shot at Owen. And Owen was fucking, you couldn't move for like 5 minutes. There's no way that he fucking managed to get out in like a minute.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No sense if you got out. It'd be just to keep the character.
And there was nobody else around to carry him out. That was the biggest plot hole for me, is like so much was going on. They were hoping that people would forget that scene, and it's the biggest unanswered question.
And also,
from the movie.
Wasn't any more guards there? They would have tried to take out the Asian kid again and the chick, because they were still
there. Yeah.
So they.
And that was one of the biggest plot holes for me. Just trying to figure out trying to figure out if he's still alive. It's a big talk. It's a big talk people are having. I think he's dead. Personally, I think he's dead, and for some reason, people think that they need him to progress a story. Like from what I read, he's dead. In the book, he's dead. And he dies in the first book,
He was in the
which they're
fucking
not.
movie for like 3 minutes altogether, so you didn't need him very much.
Yeah, exactly. Like he's in. I think he's in more of Jurassic World, and
Altogether.
yeah, Fallen Kingdom more than he's been. Even in the first one, he was only in the first one for like 5 minutes, maybe 2 minutes, and like according to what I've read, he dies in the first book. So they're like extending his character, longer than they should. They feel like they need him to progress a story to create more dinosaurs, but I don't. He didn't create the dinosaurs on the second island. I think Engine or somebody else did that with on Isla Sorna. So there's still the other island with dinosaurs on it, which he didn't do.
Also,
And
the shot was the very end, but they showed the shots of all the samples of all the dinosaurs, so they really don't even need him anymore because they have all the samples.
Yeah, and that's another thing that I think they'll expand on for the third one as we get into that. I think, see, to me, this is my idea for. Well, there's another fucking thing before we get into the ending about another thing that was just stupid was how Eli, the cocky dude, started explaining that the little girl's a clone, blah blah blah, and then that was not explored at all after that because Indoraptor came, and that wasn't really explored after that, and it was kind of like pointless for the story. I mean, they just need to explain what she is, and then that was it. I thought she did a good job, like just the story that they gave her. I think they kind of made her OP.
The little girl.
Yeah.
Which kind of fucking ruined the world. So.
Yeah, and there was I mean, I want to say the other thing I didn't like was the Indoraptor and the whole scenes with the Indoraptor. I just thought the whole thing was filler, a bunch of filler. I thought the movie could have been, honestly, the movie probably could have been an hour and 45 minutes maybe. And I think the Indoraptor was the stupidest dinosaur they've created yet. It's it's based off. It looked cool. It was fucking big. But the it being based off the raptor, and all of the raptor, I think it was a stupid ass dinosaur. We didn't get to see if the raptor could jump or anything like that. It was pretty much climbing the whole time. It was climbing. It was trying to climb stairs. It was trying to climb the ladder outside on the roof. We never got to see it in full action. I think that it was one of the stupidest genetic hybrids that they've made yet. The Dominus Rex was pretty smart, but this one was like full on raptor, and it was stupid. It was really stupid. Like it didn't jump, it didn't try and cut him off, it didn't try to do any of this when it was chasing him through. The smartest thing it did, I think, was play dead and play dead when the dude tranked it and killed the guy to get out. And the other thing was what was the other thing? Oh, when it stood on the Triceratops's head, skull bone head, to make it seem like it left, and it was just trying to, see where the characters were at. I thought that was the other smart thing it did. After that, there was nothing to it. It was nothing, it was just stupid. And then obviously spoilers, it dies, so we don't get to see, what would happen if it escaped. Blue kills it. Blue's a lot fucking smaller. Blue kills it.
realistically, in that situation, Blue would have got her ass kicked.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. Like, this is another thing that people forget in like like I'll say this for the Indoraptor and the Indominus Rex. The Indominus Rex wasn't even fully grown in Jurassic World.
Exactly.
They rushed it. A lot of people forget that Wu said that it'll be 50 feet long when it's fully grown, bigger than the T Rex. It was the same size as the T Rex in Jurassic World, and that's the only reason it probably lost, because it got double teamed. And had we seen its full potential, it would have been way bigger than that. It would have been way bigger than the T Rex, but they were pretty much the same size. So
like, even if it was
a lot of people,
it still almost killed all of them.
Yeah, actually triple teamed, but
quad teamed.
Yeah, the quad team. That's right. Humans, the Mosasaur, the T Rex, and the Blue.
And there was the 4 raptors when they first killed them. They all died.
Yeah. So a lot of people forget that Indominus wasn't fully grown, and we'll never get to see that. I don't think the Indoraptor was fully grown, according to what I've read. A raptor could be lethal at 8 months, and it takes 2 to 3 years for a dinosaur to be fully grown. So there's a chance that the Indoraptor was still, like, it was lethal, but it wasn't fully grown. So we'll never get to see that either.
And he also said she was a prototype, so it wasn't even like fully deadly.
I don't think anybody caught on to that. I did when they said, like, hey, well, here's another prototype again. It is a prototype. They needed Blue's DNA so it could have pure blood of pure blood of a smart raptor, pretty much, and to be able to control it. But they didn't have that, so it was basically a prototype raptor, Indoraptor, with Indominus genes. Oh, they didn't even have Indominus genes, I don't think, because that's the whole reason they were going for the bone, which got crushed at the end.
Yeah,
because that was for the real.
Where they could go get it, so.
Yeah.
Fucking.
But other than that, like, I think they've already confirmed there's not going to be any more genetic hybrids for part 3. They're going to go back to what the first one made, what the first movie, Jurassic Park, made it so great. And they're going back to that style of movie. So no more genetic hybrids. If you're looking at the thumbnail, that doesn't happen. I mean, it happens in the movie, but it happens for literally a second. That's at the end of the movie. The little girl, who is a clone, decides that she wants to release the dinosaurs into the world so they could have a chance of survival. Because she is a clone and she was given a second chance to survive. After she died, supposedly she died in a car crash, according to the story. The hell? And so she decided that she wants to release the dinosaurs into the world. So all the dinosaurs, I think there was only 3 carnivores that escaped, and then the rest were all herbivores. I'm pretty sure there was 4 carnivores, but I'm not sure. I know there's a T-Rex.
One thing that the T-Rex killed, there was one of those. Then Blue got out as well.
Yeah, I think there was one more, but I can't be sure. I'm pretty sure that, I don't know if it's an Allosaur, but I'm pretty sure that's a carnivore. It's like a smaller version of, it was like the same size as an Indoraptor, but not as beefy. But I'm not too sure if they even had one of those. But they did have at least three carnivores.
So those are all gonna fucking be territorial animals, so they're all gonna fight.
Yeah.
They're gonna destroy everything probably.
They all escape at the end. Each one goes a different direction. We only see 2 of them actually. I think we only see actually 2 of them escape, which is a T-Rex. Like, they show a scene where the T-Rex is out, crashes a zoo.
That's right, the T-Rex is out. There's 3.
Yeah. T-Rex is out, crashes a zoo, and that's where you see the thumbnail right here. It's literally for like a second. and then after that it shows Blue running through the desert, and we get our little glimpse of like in Jurassic World it's a T-Rex that gets the final shots, and this one it's Blue that gets the final shots of the movie. Basically the same scene. It's basically the same scene of you know the final shot of Blue basically calling the other raptors, if there is any other raptors, basically calling them out, and then the movie ends. So going into that, personally, like spoilers, we're fucking going full spoilers, but personally, I would like to see the next movie be the last movie, but for this, for the
shit in this guy's mouth.
For the story that I have planned, and I possibly want to do like a rough draft of a third movie script, even though it doesn't matter. But the idea I had is dinosaurs and humans are now living in the same world. I want it to take place. I want there to be like a time jump where dinosaurs and humans are living like together, but not living. Yeah. And but the thing is, I want there to be like a cataclysmic event where the humans are gonna go extinct, and I wanna call the movie Jurassic World Extinction. Not of the dinosaurs, but of the humans. There has to be some type of big event that, like an earthquake or something like that, to where it causes the humans to go on the brink of extinction. Dinosaurs are now ruling the earth once again as a dominant species. Not only the humans have to not only fight the dinosaurs off, but they also have to fight off this event that happened that swept the earth, whether it's a virus or something like that, where they have to survive. I'm tired, I'm tired of seeing the same recycled. Going to the island, and we're either trying to see the park, or we're trying to save the dinosaurs, or we're trying to get off the island and escape the dinosaurs. It's time for a change. I want to see the dinosaurs in charge now. I want to see them taking over the world. I think that's where the series is headed. We can get into making that, if that would be the final movie. I think there's more story to it, to where there has to be another movie. But I personally think it should be called Jurassic World Extinction. Makes sense. The other idea I had is stupid, but it wouldn't happen. But and it would erase all the other movies. Is what Eli Mills says after he tells Owen and Claire that Maisie's a clone. Is basically what I said to everybody before I even seen the movie. He says they tell him that they're gonna stop him, and they're like, "What are you gonna do? Are you gonna build a time machine and go back in time to stop Hammond from ever getting the Amber Rock?" That's literally the other idea I had, and it's as stupid as it sounds. I think it could be made into a movie. I think it could be added into the story of my movie, and do like a double thing. But them going back in time to stop Hammond from ever retrieving the Amber Rock, to stop Jurassic World, to stop Jurassic Park from happening, and all the other movies would be erased. I think people would hate it because of that reason, but it's another idea I had. They stop and warn them of the dangers and the world-ending events that would come years later, and and then change his mind from there. Maybe they take a different direction, but obviously that would erase that in the movies, and that would be the end of Jurassic Park and Jurassic World in general. That would be the last movie. And because I think there's there's only so much more you could do with this story. I think the last one was good. I think personally, I wouldn't have minded if Jurassic World was the last movie. We've seen the park. We try to see the park open in the first one. The second one, going back to the island, save the dinosaurs pretty much. And then the third one was trying to get off the island because he was, there were character Alan Grant was conned into going back to the island. Fourth one, you got to see the island actually operational and open. First genetic hybrid gets loose, and then Fallen Kingdom is kind of like a mix of. I felt like it was a mix of a Lost World a little bit, a little bit of Jurassic Park, and then Jurassic World mixed into one. So that's pretty much where I want to see the series go. I think it's time for the big change. There's one more idea I had, but it's gonna sound too much like Transformers: Age of Extinction, where Owen and Claire are now fugitives with the little girl for making the dinosaurs loose. They are now on the run from the government, and all the samples that were taken from the Lockwood estate are now being weaponized to hunt down the remaining dinosaurs, and so they could pretty much look good and take out Owen and Claire, any remaining people and dinosaurs that are against the New World. And that's pretty well. It was Extinction and some of the Last Night, but that's another idea of where I think they can go. But personally, I would like to see the apocalyptic setting, time jump, where dinosaurs are now ruling the earth, and change it up for the series. I mean, they've already gone way past the books. I think there's only 2 books. So obviously not every person's gonna follow the source material. But personally, I'd like to see Part 3 or Jurassic World 3 be called Extinction and end the franchise with that movie. Evolution.
I was gonna say, if it's called Extinction, maybe they're setting something up.
Personally, I think it makes sense for it to be called Extinction, and it makes sense for the ending of this movie. And if you stayed, I knew about the end credit scene, but if anybody else stayed, it was really nothing. It shows the pterodactyls landing in Las Vegas, and which is pretty much what they showed at the end of the movie. All the dinosaurs going their own way into the world. So I don't think we needed that end credit scene, but that's what happened. So all the dinosaurs are now split up into different parts of the world, and that's personally where I like to see the series go, is extinction level, extinction of the humans. Dinosaurs are ruling the earth, and time to change it up. Whether or not they want to capture the dinosaurs and take them back to the second island, that's up to them. Isla Sorna is still active. The dinosaurs are still there. We never got to see. I don't think we never got to see anything after Jurassic Park 3, because Jurassic Park 2 and 3 are the same island. Jurassic World is the first island, and Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is the first island, which explodes. So they still have Site B, which is Isla Sorna. So they could take the dinosaurs back there, or they could just, try and kill them off. This is why they left Jeff Goldblum's second half of his speech for the end of the movie, because of what he's saying is we screwed up, and the de-extinction is coming. Not of the dinosaurs, but of the humans. That's why he decided to kill the dinosaurs off on the island, and they saved them, because he knew this would happen. I will say this, they did hype up, before the movie even came out, they hyped it up a little too much about there was a quote that they were quoting from Alan Grant from the first movie, saying that he says when they're eating at the table, trying to hear the pitch from John Hammond about Jurassic Park, how they say he says dinosaurs are now being thrown into the mix after 65 million years or whatever, and blah blah blah. And that was supposed to be a big quote for the movie, which I think is partial true because it did happen at the end, where the dinosaurs all get let loose, and the whole life finds a way on the poster doesn't really mean anything for the movie. Um, the dinosaurs didn't do anything to escape. It was the girl that helped them escape. So the little girl helped them escape. So there wasn't really anything to do with life finds a way. It had nothing to do with the movie.
Maybe even
aside
get a big old lion versus T-Rex fight.
Yeah, it was kind of a little tease, but I'm pretty sure that T-Rex ate that fucking thing.
Probably.
But but back to the title of the movie, it really has nothing to do. It really has something to do with the movie. I mean, Fallen Kingdom can mean the island or the park, but I mean, it's been 3 years since the park closed, so to me,
Earth is fallen, and the Earth is the kingdom.
It could be that, which
you'd have to really think about it for that to make sense.
Yeah, which a lot of people don't look into things like that. They're probably, they're like Fallen Kingdom. Okay, it could be the island. The island is a kingdom for the dinosaurs. We don't know, but it could mean Earth. I think it makes sense for it to mean Earth, and it would go well into the extinction title that I have for the third movie. But there was, I enjoyed the movie. I liked it a lot. There's really nothing that I didn't like. I didn't hate the movie. It's an 8 out of 10 for me. Personally, I love Jurassic World more, but they're two. I feel like they're two completely different movies now. I think they were shot different. The story was different than Jurassic World. Felt like, the first half was like really action packed, and the second half was more like horror, or like it was more like a horror movie, and some action in there, but it was more horror. It was like action and horror mixed together. So I thought, I liked a lot of things. Like the animatronics, the whole first scene was very dark and gritty, and the the lightning flashing on the T-Rex in the beginning was fucking cool. It changed direction each time. But there's, aside from the little plot holes, the movie is really good.
So I wanted to talk about my dumbass theater. So while I was watching this movie, I don't know why every time I fucking watch a movie, people have to be dumbasses. But there's this fucking... First of all, there was this guy who did two things. Randomly, in the middle of the movie, he just started laughing. No reason. It was not even a fucking funny scene. It was a serious scene. I don't think it was even at the movie. He just started laughing. He was like... And I was like, what the hell is this guy doing? But he didn't do it again. But then, in the middle of the movie, his phone went off, and it was hella loud. And it took him like 5 minutes to turn it off. Bring that for like 30, 45 minutes or something. There was this little kid running around the theater while the movie was going.
I hate that shit. That's my biggest gripe about the movie theater. I'm paying a fucking shit ton of money, especially out here, and you fucking bringing your baby to the movie theater. What the fuck? Like, that shit annoys me. Take him to the drive-in.
The movie. Like, I don't even think he was scared of the movie. He just didn't want to fucking sit down.
Yeah, and see, the thing is, like, I think that kid should have went to see Incredibles 2, not Jurassic World.
Incredibles 2 was in the top theater too. He could have fucking went.
Yeah, exactly.
And the mother like kept telling him shit, but
Mirage.
she didn't even try to go get him. She just let him run around the theater. All she was doing was saying sit down the whole time. She didn't even try.
Mirage Leonardo 84. Sorry for cutting you off. This guy commented, I like the film. Don't see why people think it's the worst film in the world. It's a film where I could shut off my brain and have fun. I think the movie's getting a lot of hate for no reason. We both liked the movie. Another buddy of mine liked the movie. My girlfriend loved the movie. It's getting a lot of hate like Solo did, and Solo wasn't bad either. I think I don't know. I think DC is behind this, but
This movie, Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, is a popcorn movie. It's not like a
yeah,
story movie. Don't go in and expecting a good story.
yeah. I don't think you can go into any of these movies anymore and expect a good story. I mean, it's just a story that has to progress the story of the franchise, and it's getting a
They just know the reason they probably showed all these trailers because they know that they were gonna be able to sell a bunch of tickets because of the dinosaurs. People like that shit.
yeah.
I don't think they were worried about it at all. Like they already made like $1 billion already.
I mean, there was a lot of slow scenes in the movie. There were some slow scenes, especially the human interactions, but I expected a lot. I mean, there was a lot of dinosaur scenes, but not. I think there should have been more. But they used a lot more animatronics this time, and I think that was the biggest thing I hated about Jurassic World. Like I said earlier, I don't know if you're here, Leonardo, but that was the biggest thing for me in Jurassic World. Was they only used like 2 animatronics, maybe 3. And this one they used a lot more. They used they used half a T-Rex animatronic where she's on top of the T-Rex trying to get the blood sample. They used the Indoraptor animatronic. They used blue animatronic. They used quite a bit. And that was the biggest thing I had about the first one was there was too much CGI, and to me the old movies will always look better than the new ones. Like I could go back and watch the old ones, and I think having more animatronics helps the actors, you know, see what they're looking at and have a better reaction. But they nailed it this time around. Which I don't know if the critics are stupid, but according to the critics, they didn't use any animatronics, or they didn't use enough, or whatever their case is. There was too much CGI. I personally, I liked it a lot. They used a lot of animatronics this time around, and I just thought they showed too much of in the trailers, and I think that's probably what ruined the movie. I think it hired everyone's expectations a little bit too much, and I actually had free movie passes. Went with my brother and 2 sisters. At the theater, we were showed 20 minutes of previews, and only a preview that interested me was Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The Grinch is getting another reboot. Oh joy! Yeah, we had me and my girlfriend had free passes also, and Into the Spider-Verse looks really good. I'm gonna go see that. Personally, I'm a fan of Wreck-It Ralph, so I'll be going to watch that. And Creed, they showed a Creed 2 trailer, which I will be going to watch that also. And the Grinch, I like the Grinch. I don't think it should be getting another movie though, but at least they're doing it animated this time. I think there's way too many movies coming out in November and December. Personally, I think that's going to be a busy month. They got 3 or 4 movies coming out in November, and then one, and I think Spider-Man comes out Christmas Day. Man, it's hot.
Spider-Man, which one?
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse has Miles Morales as the main Spider-Man, but then Spider-Man, the actual Spider-Man's in it too. It's like animated.
And then Tom Holland announced not supposed to.
Yeah,
The new
yeah, he's spoiled. He does that a lot. He spoils Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Far from Home or something.
Whatever that's gonna be called.
Wreck-It Ralph, I think, comes out Thanksgiving. Yeah, Wreck-It Ralph comes out Thanksgiving. The Grinch comes out before. It comes out like early November, and then I think Creed is in the middle of that. So it's a busy month for November, especially if you play games, you're gonna be broke. But aside from that, I really like Jurassic World. I think it was it's an 8 out of 10 for me. Like I said, I think the next movie should be the last, but where the story is going. There could be another one, but I think they're gonna stretch. I just don't think they should stretch it any more than what do we have? We would have 6 movies, right? 7 movies. I wouldn't stretch it more than 7 movies. I think they should do. If they do more, I think it should be 2 more. I don't know if they confirmed either that the next one is the last one. For some reason, a lot of companies feel like they need to end it with a trilogy, like Planet of the Apes, and like video games. I think for some reason they feel like they need to end it with the trilogy, The Dark Knight, and all that shit.
Guess we'll see what happens.
But
in 2021.
Yes, which is not far off. Everybody, when you think about it. They already. If anybody doesn't know, they've already. I think this movie will be out faster on Blu-ray than we're expecting. They already have all the covers on BestBuy.com. If you want to check it out, they have 2 steelbooks. They have one that's an Indoraptor. They have one that's blue. So the 4K is obviously going to be the Indoraptor because it's black. Blu-ray is blue on the cover, and on the back side it's the Indoraptor, and then the rest of the covers are just Owen and Claire, the poster that you're seeing now of them running from the volcano. You know, he's kind of like holding her hand. That's the cover for the regular Blu-rays and DVDs. Actually saw Pacific Rim 2 months back and I enjoyed it. I still haven't seen it yet. You know, to be honest, I barely liked the first one. I need to give it another watch, but part 2 looked more entertaining than the first one, so I'm gonna probably try and rent that one. And then Toy Story
was fucking stupid.
I think it's just it has a lore. I think it has a lore behind the whole story, like with the kaiju and like it's like the same as Godzilla. Like I guess Godzilla's a kaiju, so or something like that. So people that are into that lore understand it more. Personally, like I give like Pacific Rim 5 out of 10.
It was just god awful acting, really.
Like I didn't really. I think I fell asleep when I went to watch it at the drive-in, and I kind of don't remember the movie. Part 2 looks more entertaining. I mean, it looks like a lot more robot and kaiju action, so I had to rent that. I don't think I'd buy it. Toy Story 4, yes, comes out 2019. Yeah, still haven't heard much about that movie. I mean, other than it's not gonna be like the first 3, so. And I think it's got had a bunch of rewrites or something like that, so we'll see what happens with that. I mean, personally, like, I don't think there should be a Toy Story 4. I thought 3 ended fine. Like, I think Disney's just trying to drag it out. Yeah, it's made by Andy Serkis. It actually looks really good, but I don't think it's gonna do well at the box office just because people are gonna get confused. It's already a Jungle Book, you know, so be sure to go follow Nexus's channel, even though he's not streaming anything at the moment. He's currently building a new PC.
It's coming soon, everyone.
Just give him a follow anyway, please.
And I bought some games yesterday for the Steam Summer Sale.
Oh yeah, Steam Summer Sale.
It was very difficult to buy games off of the phone app, but I did it. I only got 2 things, but
I actually want Jurassic World.
The game?
I'm gonna get that soon. Yeah, I'm getting Jurassic World soon.
That's a good streaming game.
Yeah. PS4 has lots of games on sale. PSN nearly. Yeah, I think they have a lot of old titles though, like on PS4. Like I have most of those titles. I think they need to step up the game. They need to step it up.
Sony likes to screw everyone, so it's okay. They don't really care.
Like they need to start adding good games to PS Plus. They need to start like I want to see like I don't know. They need to give us a new game sometime because like Xbox is killing them with that Game Pass. They're adding like new games to that.
Any point, any game that comes out goes on a Game Pass.
Yeah, so like Sony needs to step it up a little. Sleeping Dogs to finish like $6. Yeah, I never played Sleeping Dogs. And XCOM 2, I never played XCOM. Not my type of game. What else was free? Beyond Two Souls I think was free, which is good, but I never downloaded it, so I'm fucked.
Right now it's Trials, Fusion, and XCOM 2.
I think they need to try and add something newer. They need to get people. I personally, I think they're losing to Xbox right now in that like backwards compatibility and Game Pass. They need to add something like I don't know, Uncharted. Put Uncharted 4 on there. Lost Legacy. Maybe God of War. Put God of War on there.
They ain't gonna do that. Not yet. Probably eventually. Maybe not here.
Maybe. And then at that point, they're waiting too long. I mean, they just added Black Ops 3 for like 1 week. Oh, why? Yeah. It was free for like 1 week. Oh, the week of E3. They said you could download Black Ops 3 today for free. I haven't really played much in terms of games. I haven't been really playing much in terms of games go. Yeah. I was supposed to play today, but we decided to do the stream. Usually this podcast is on Nexus's YouTube channel. When we do the podcast.
Start exporting, but usually, yeah.
Well, the past times we've done it on Nexus's YouTube channel. So we decided to just do it on my Twitch since he doesn't have his PC ready yet. So usually when we do a podcast, it's not very often. It's usually after big stuff comes out. The last one we did was Infinity War and God of War. So I don't know if you guys want to go check that out on his YouTube channel. I don't think I have it. I don't have it linked. I don't have it linked.
I have it linked. Go follow this link. It's posted. Go to the channel down below, and you can click on the YouTube and the social.
So we do have other podcasts. This is like I think this might be episode 5 or something like that. But
very first podcast we talked. That was just a podcast we just flowed and started talking.
I think it was Resident Evil 7, and we did it on the CT crew.
We're not talking about that one. We're talking about the that podcast is still there though.
Yeah.
Mainly because I don't know how to log into CT crew because I don't know the password anymore.
But we do have other podcast people, so if you want to check them out, go to Nexus YouTube, follow his Twitch first, and then go to his YouTube channel, subscribe over there, as we do post highlights and stuff.
I have a big idea that I want to try.
Like now?
No. Once I get the computer, in terms of highlight thing, I have an idea.
Other than that,
computer to be on the desk.
Oh yeah, it's better. I have mine on the floor and it's just getting dusty. If I had a bigger desk, it'd be on the desk.
Stands and actually has a dust filter for the power supply.
Nice. Wish I had something like that.
I'll give it away. You can have it.
Shut up.
And everyone, just so you know, this PC, even though I didn't buy a new GPU, overall is $900 altogether. We're rocking
it's actually really good.
Motherboard, 16 gigs of RAM with a Ryzen 3 1200, temporary CPU until I get a better one. We're rocking a 1050 Ti with 2 terabyte hard drive for games, 120 gig SSD for Windows 10, Google, Steam, to open Steam, not for the games. Pretty much anything that's massive is gonna go in the SSD. Yeah, that's what we're rocking. And the NZXT S340 case. I think that's it. Black and red version. Even though there's barely any red on it. Just 2 things that are red.
False advertising. False advertise. We actually got a lot of people in for this podcast. I think it works better on Twitch.
Oh, yeah, because there's actually a section for...
Yeah, I think that helped a lot. I mean, I wonder how many people are actually doing talk shows.
Like, I'm not sure when we're going to do this again. For I don't know what for.
It probably won't be for a while, people. Usually do it after big stuff in general, so... I mean, like I said, the last one we did was God of War and Infinity War, so that was like, what, 3 months ago? So...
2 months?
Yeah, like 2 months ago, so... And, doing one for Fallen Kingdom in general. We didn't... Usually our other podcasts, we jump around to different topics, but I think Jurassic World deserved just a full-on podcast.
Glad we don't have any other topics.
Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about.
This wasn't the we didn't organize it very well. We just wanted to talk about Jurassic World.
Yeah, and E3's already old, so there's no point in talking about shit that's already like a few weeks old. So I don't think I don't know what we could talk about till probably won't talk about anything until like the new games come out in September, October or something.
We just hit an hour?
Yeah, we just hit an hour. Wow. It felt longer than that, but
I feel like we've been here for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I guess quick E3 recap. The only games that I'm enjoying, that I will play, are Fallout 76 and Last of Us 2. So I think I can think of. Well,
yeah, I wasn't really.
The only things that are actually coming out now. There's some games that got announced are coming out anytime soon.
Yeah. For me, it's Resident Evil 2 is on my list as the high. Like, I need that game now. That's at the top of my list over Last of Us, actually. I was disappointed we didn't get a Last of Us release date, or at least more. I was kind of I wasn't disappointed with the Last of Us 2's trailer. It's just this is like they haven't showed any infected. They didn't show Joel, and it was pretty much Ellie driven trailer. Aside from that, Resident Evil 2 looks damn good. I can't wait for that, and that actually comes out this next year in January. Days Gone, I can't wait to play that. I didn't see anything from Xbox or Microsoft that I really wanted to play, and Sony had a few hitters. Like, I want to play that Ghost of Tsushima, whatever the hell it's called. That's not something I'd play, but it looks damn good. So I want to play that. Last of Us 2, Resident Evil 2, and there might have been one more game there, but I don't remember.
I think you're thinking of Fallout 76.
I'm not playing Fallout.
It's not going to be. It's going to be multiplayer.
It's a BR. It's a BR. It's going to be Battle Royale.
It's not.
Yeah, it is.
That's Black Ops 4, Blackout, whatever the fuck it's called.
No, it's going to be BR. They've already confirmed that it's online only.
Yeah, it's not like Battle Royale.
It's going to be Battle Royale. Someone's on I have G's on stream up still. Someone's like, what happened to the British guy? I don't think this guy likes me. G-Zone's hosting me, that's why. Where's the British guy? Sorry to disappoint you. But
okay, if you go to the link that's posted just now, you won't be disappointed, even though you probably will be for another week or so. And I just fucked it up, so it's not gonna post. God damn it. There you go. Follow that and it'll be good. He didn't capitalize anything, but I understand.
Yeah, I'm not gonna capitalize shit.
Bitch, do you want to look professional? Or do you
I
want
don't
to
give
look
a.
like a little fucking bitch?
I want to look like a little bitch, okay? You got a problem with that?
No.
There's this. There's this also.
Don't follow that. I can't tell with this keyboard.
You should have followed G-Zone. Jizzin.
And Matt5464.
And there's one more.
Squid Rocks.
Already did. Please give all these guys a follow. You don't have to follow me. What?
Ninja's face is on you right now, on your name.
It's not.
When you put Squid Rocks on there, Ninja's face is on your name right now.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Wait.
I think that's your end. You should have give all these guys a follow. You don't have to follow me.
Jizzin.
Be sure to follow Jizzin.
Make sure you follow me, mainly, bro.
Follow Nexus. He needs more followers because I'm beating him right now. So, even though we're not in a race or betting, but I am beating him currently. So be sure to go give him a follow. Other than that, people, I don't know what else to talk about Fallen Kingdom. I think we pretty much covered everything that we could, aside from the main story, the beginning, the end, where I think the series should go. If you've already seen the movie, then you know that the way it ends. Personally, I like to see them do the post-apocalyptic setting where the dinosaurs are ruling the earth and the humans are fighting for survival. Aside from that, I think we pretty much covered everything there is on Jurassic World.
Alright, everyone, that's the end of the podcast. Thank you for stopping by. See you later.
Shut up. I appreciate everybody for stopping by. Let's see, G-Zone was in here for a little bit, for like a second. Mirage Leonardo 84, appreciate you for stopping by the stream. We don't do this often, so, and the podcast isn't even mine, it's Nexus's. So hopefully you don't expect that again. It'll be, if you want to see it, it's going to be on Nexus's channel, like every time. So you have to follow him on Twitch if you want to see more podcasts. I play a lot of games, he plays games, so if you want to follow me, that's fine. I play more games than him, so if you want to follow me, I'm currently playing Unravel, so if you want to follow me there. And then I upload
nothing.
And then I upload to YouTube just highlights and just streams, past streams. And then if I play any multiplayer games, I upload the highlights of either kills or wins. Today, this is probably going to be the only stream I do, just because I got some other stuff to do. So if you want to hit the follow button, go ahead. If you want to subscribe to me on YouTube, go ahead. I think I have a command. If you want to check out my YouTube channel. Did you stop spamming?
Just want everyone to know.
If you want to, yeah, you guys go follow. You guys go subscribe to me over there. Anything I do on Twitch will be uploaded. This podcast will be uploaded straight after we're done right now. So it's gonna take a while to export, and it'll be uploaded there. If you missed anything, you can go back and watch it if you like.
Says it takes a while. He means like 2 minutes.
Yeah, it'll be up. It'll be up soon. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. I think G-Zone is going to stream soon. I'm not sure, but here is his link one more time to his channel. He's a good buddy of ours. Be sure to go follow his channel. He might be streaming. He might be streaming soon. I'm not sure.
Is it G-Zone or is it Jizzin?
Just jizzing.
It didn't work.
It's probably because I just posted it. Look at it. The link's right there. There it goes. What the hell? Be sure to go give him a follow, please. And give Nexus a follow, please. He doesn't care, so don't give him a follow. Give me the follow. Oh, I'd like to thank the new follower that I got today, Tyreek V. I don't know if I said that right. Thank you very much for the follow 1 hour ago. Anyways, that is our spoiler talk for the Unofficial podcast. Be sure to look for it on YouTube. I will probably give it to Nexus to download it later on. I'm sure he'll just download it later on and put it back on his channel, and then I'll take it off. I'll take it off my channel, and then so it'll be on my channel for the time being. If you want to go follow the YouTube, go to the YouTube channel and check it out if you missed anything from the podcast. And then once he gets his PC up and running, I'll have him just download it and he could upload it to his YouTube, and then I'll delete it from my channel. Is there anything you want to plug, Nexus?
I wanted to plug that my PC should be up and running on Wednesday. That's when
Wednesday.
Come in. Well, that's when the RAM and CPU will be here. I don't know when the motherboard. The motherboard just got approved, so who knows how long it's gonna take.
3 weeks.
It took a week for it to get there, so who knows.
They really should overnight it for the fucking inconvenience.
Pretty much. I was gonna call him and ask, like, how long.
Should have told him.
I think they said it takes like 3 days to get here. So.
It should have overnight it for the inconvenience. Those motherfuckers.
I actually just got order tracking for something.
Right now?
I'm gonna see what it is. Let's see. Oh, it's for that. Wednesday. Let me see when it's gonna be here. Please be Wednesday. So I need the SSD to be here Wednesday. Because I can't do anything with them, so I really can't. So it really depends on when that gets here. And there's no estimated delivery. Good job. No egg.
So he's trying to say, people, he's gonna have some of his parts Wednesday, but he's not gonna be up and running until he gets the motherboard.
Probably Friday. I'm assuming then all of it will be here.
So expect something from him soon.
Not 100% next week.
Yeah. Expect it soon.
No, unless some of the parts don't work again, which I'll be disappointed.
Yeah. So other than that, go follow the guys that I told you about. Please. Give us all a follow if you'd like. What the hell's going on with my shit? There we go. Be sure to give us all a follow if you'd like. I am going to get off for the day. I got some stuff to do. Nexus and I are gonna play Fortnite maybe later. I don't know.
Yeah, we are.
I might stream that. I don't know yet. So
might as well.
Yeah, if you want to check that out, I should be streaming again later.
Not Ninja streaming, no. There's no point in Ninja streaming.
Fuck Ninja.
I'm just stream if he is playing, because he's definitely playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
And if
he's playing,
then everyone would be there.
Yeah, if he's playing Fortnite, I'm not gonna stream it. We're just gonna play for fun. But yeah, fun. But anyway, that's gonna do it for this podcast. Be sure to look for it over on YouTube when it's up in, like, I would say 10 minutes. If you missed anything, you can go watch it over there. And appreciate everybody for stopping by. Hit that follow button, please, if you like.
Stop saying the same thing over and over.
And we'll see you guys in the next stream.
See you guys later.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. There we go.